Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm your host, Valentine, expecting you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. Yes, it's a little bit past Super Tuesday, I get it, but I haven't talked about this topic. I haven't actually talked about too much about the Democratic race for the presidency at all on this channel, and we're going to talk about it today. I'm going to talk about what's happening, what is needed to become the Democratic nominee for the president of the United States 2020, and who do I want to be the actual nominee. I have a good prediction, because the person that I'm gonna pick is gonna be, we're gonna have a funner time. And when I mean us, I'm talking about the people on the right, conservatives who are still able to joke around about stuff, unlike the too serious, politically correct left. But let's talk about what happened on Super Tuesday. Super Tuesday, they call it Super Tuesday because about 14, if I'm not mistaken, 14 states run primaries on that day, right? On that day. Very big states, California, Texas, etc. Blah, 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 blah. We come out of a Super Tuesday with a surprise. Bernie Sanders went into Super Tuesday very upbeat, looking very good, having big wins in Iowa, looking very good, Nevada, right? And Joe Biden is coming out of before Super Tuesday, winning South Carolina with his head high. Everybody thought Joe Biden was done until he won South Carolina. So this is what happened. Prior to Super Tuesday, some candidates decided to drop out, to not have so many candidates out there, and to line up under a certain candidate for a certain reason. There's two factions in the Democratic Party, which is the what they call the moderate, and then the extreme left with Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, etc. So, for example, Pete Buttigieg drops out. He endorses Joe Biden. Amy Klobuchar drops out. She endorses Joe Biden. So this is prior to Super Tuesday. On Super Tuesday, surprise, surprise, Joe Biden comes out and he wins 500. This is where we're at. We're on Fox. And don't ever go to this website, because these people are liars, right? But you could trust the numbers. The numbers are good. So, hey, this is a left-leaning organization, but the numbers don't lie. The numbers are not left or right. But so we could take this is what I found, and we could take the information on here. So Joe Biden comes out of the Super Tuesday with 549 delegates. By the way, you need 1,991 to get to win being the nominee for the Democratic Party. You need 1,991. Out of Super Tuesday comes out Joe Biden with 549 delegates. Bernie Sanders comes out with 472. But the thing is that they thought Bernie Sanders was gonna kill it, right? Elizabeth Warren comes out with 51. Michael Bloomberg, who spent about 400 and something million, some people say 500 million in constant ads everywhere, comes out with 48 and wins American Samoa. Incredible. So much money spent, yet for nothing, right? So now we're looking at a different presidential run, Democratic presidential run for the White House. But very important, Democrats, I gave it up to you guys. Why do I give it up to you guys, Democrats? Because even though, it's very crazy right now in the United States regarding the presidential landscape and atmosphere, we have two billionaires, and nothing against billionaires. Billionaires earn their money and they should do whatever they want with their money. They should not be taxed more. They should be taxed at the same rate that everybody else is taxed. We should not be punishing people that have money just because they have money. That makes absolutely no sense. And the only way you are saying to let's tax people that have money, let's tax the wealthy, is because you're poor, plain and simple. And never plan on being rich or having some money. See, I want some money, and I want to be taxed fairly also, not just more because I have more. I digress. We have two billionaires, Bloomberg and what's this other guy's name? I forget. Oh my God. Tom Steyer. There you go. Tom Steyer. I have no idea who Tom Steyer is. That's why I don't have him on my head. Prior to this, I have no idea, no clue who Tom Steyer was. So we have two billionaires wasting extraordinary amounts of money on ads everywhere. Ads. All the money they spent nobody turned out to vote for these people. So that tells you that the presidency in the United States, the Americans at least, or at least the Democratic Party, is not that dumb to vote for people just because they saw an ad on the TV. They fell flat on their face. You need charisma. Even though Donald Trump, has money, you need charisma. People need to like who you are. You could just not have, and I'm gonna tell you right now, they could be very well. They're doing something good if they're billionaires. They have great ideas, right? But you have to also have charisma, and none of these two people had charisma. Bloomberg got decimated with a capital D. Decimated. He got murdered in that first debate. Elizabeth Warren took out the tomahawk on him. People get that joke. Some people get it. On the first debate, she went crazy on him, man. And I don't think he fully recovered. He did a little bit good in the second debate, but it wasn't, I think it was too little too late. People have no clue who Bloomberg is. He was just the mayor of New York City, and he's a guy that has a lot of money. But how are you going to win the hearts of people? No charisma, zero charisma. Tom Sawyer, the same exact thing. Now, who do I want to be the nominee for the Democratic Party? To be honest, the funner matchup will be Bernie Sanders. Why would it be Bernie Sanders? Well, we'll have a typical matchup there. We'll have the debate of the centuries. We'll have the enemies of the centuries. We have capitalism versus socialism. There, I think it's gonna be very good, very fun. All the memes, all the things against capitalism, blah blah. Against socialism, blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth. Bernie Sanders, I think it will probably be in my opinion, a easier election for President Trump. Why? Because those are only ideas that the young people fall behind. We're gonna give you free this. We're gonna give you free college. We're gonna give you free daycare. We're gonna give you free everything. Hey, free. Hey, let me get it. And people that are young fall for that because they don't understand that things have a cost. Now, the most likely now, incredibly, I will have not said this 2 weeks ago, but the most likely candidate that's gonna be nominated for the presidency is gonna be Joe Biden. Tulsi Gabbard is still in the race, but she's not going anywhere. She has no support. Joe Biden is the last hope for the Democratic establishment. And that's why you see people like Pete Buttigieg jumping out, supporting, giving his, endorsing Joe Biden. Klobuchar endorsing Joe Biden, because the establishment does not want to go where Bernie is going. He's going way to the left. Where AOC is at, they're going way to the left. And to be honest, Bernie's not even a Democrat. So I don't even know why the Democratic Party allows him to run as a Democrat. He's not even a Democrat. So Joe Biden, so they have this internal fight between between Joe Biden and Coase and Bernie Sanders. They're falling behind. Everybody is coalescing behind Joe Biden, and I think he's gonna be the nominee now. I think President Trump he would have had a field day with anybody, but I think he's gonna have a field day with Joe Biden. This thing with his son, with Hunter Biden, is not over. It's not over. It is not over. And you best believe that the right and President Trump himself is going to bring it up. And he's going to attack that like no other. There's a lot of things that are out there. Joe, remember Creepy Joe, guy touching people in videos out there saying, hey, I have hairy legs, and things like that. It's not going to be good for Joe. And on a serious note, on a very serious note, to be honest, there's something going on in Joe's brain, to be honest. Like we say in Spanish, la metida de pata. I mean, the things that are coming out of his mouth are just signs of age or an underlying health condition. Not funny at all, to be honest. And the party seems, or his family members should tell him, hey, listen, man, You don't really need this. Drop out. He's an older guy already. Enjoy the rest of your life and be healthy. He's not up to the task, to be honest. And I don't know if it's gonna be very good for the health of Joe Biden. At the end of the day, President Trump, I think, has the only way that President Trump loses is if there's enough hate, because that's what's driving the left right now. It's just hate for Trump. If there's enough hate, and people are able to turn out and vote, because, for example, if Bernie loses, he already said he's supporting Joe Biden, but they might not want to. The people that support Bernie might not want to support Joe Biden because they're not. It's like, they're not supporting the same ideas. Bernie's very radical. So if those two factions are able to coalesce behind whoever the Democratic nominee is, then maybe some craziness might happen. In my opinion, I don't think nothing is going to happen. I think Donald Trump is well on his way to his second term as president, and it's going to be a very fun November, to be honest. I can't wait for the breakdowns. What do you guys think about the political atmosphere right now? Where you guys think? Who you think is the best candidate? Who's going to be the funner candidate to go against the president of the United States? Remember to sub to the channel. Remember to give me a like. Remember to give me a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see on this channel. Remember, this guy's absolutely yours and mine, right? We need to, cooperate to make this channel grow. God bless. God speed me, Valentine. I'm out.